Hey, what's up guys, TheJordude here, back again with another Shadowverse deck and gameplay video. In today's video I want to feature a Forestcraft deck in rotation. This is still in the Verdant Conflict meta, so as you can expect we still see like Haven being really strong at the moment, OTK Roach being strong at the moment, and we haven't had a announcement of a nerf yet. If you guys are still waiting for a nerf, let me know in the comments down below what cards you want to be seeing nerfed in the next patch update. But anyways, we're going to be featuring Natura Forest this time instead. If you're tired of playing OTK Roach, don't know why you'd be tired of playing OTK Roach. If you want an alternative to Roach, you can play this Forest deck. It's Natura Forest. It's actually a pretty decent deck. We see it currently on like the top of tier 2 at the moment. Basically, it's just a very mid-rangey deck. You have a lot of the natural cards for Forestcraft. They give you like a bunch of fairies, so you can use these fairies to use combos such as like get your May Eager Elf out with the invocation. Very easy to get 4 cards played in one turn because like the Natura and Great Trees are only 1 play point, and your fairies cost only 1 play point. So in the mid game turns you could really get 4 cards out pretty easily. The fairies also help your legendary Ladika. So if you have 2 fairies, you can deal 4 damage to an enemy faller. Very strong on like a turn 5. And if you have a Great Tree out on the board already, which you should consistently do with Natura decks, you get to Evil for free, and you get Ascendant Packing. Ascendant Packing is also just like a very strong removal card. So yeah, basically very mid-rangey. You just play a bunch of fairies. Blossom Spirit is very powerful because when you play fairies, they get +1/+1. So you could go wide on the board with like a bunch of small mid-rangey threats. We have cards like Irene. Again, just like May, you should be able to get 4 cards played on a turn, so you could get her effect out. Pretty strong, evolves into a 4/4 that can attack twice. Because you have so many fairy generations, cards like Luxgrave Bale is pretty good. You could get them out often for like 0 play points. You can also combo a lot and get like your turn 7 Omni should come out pretty strong because on turn 7 usually your board's wide enough so that you could just slam Omni on 7, get the 2 Okami out, and just like start overwhelming your opponent at that point. We're also running 2 copies of Shiva. This card's very interesting as well. It's kind of hard to follow in a huge block of text, so you could go ahead, pause the video, or read the card yourself to see what it does. But it is quite good. Like the deal 4 to the enemy leader helps you get that extra reach in case you need it. Because this deck does have burst from hand with like Miracle, Love, Omni, but it's just like a little bit of damage at a time. So if you don't have a strong mid-game presence, it might be a little bit hard to get that final damage. So cards like Shiva is helpful for that. So yeah, this is the deck, guys. Overall, very solid mid-rangey deck. If we see like the top tier 1 decks get nerfed, decks like this might climb up into like top tier 1 maybe, but yeah, it's just very solid deck overall to play. You could definitely climb ladder with it, so I recommend playing it if you want an alternative to like OTK Roach, or if you're playing against like a lot of Natura Heathens where OTK Roach is a bad matchup. Natura Forest might be a better pick for you. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you enjoy playing Natura Forest or OTK Forest more. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Peace. It could be a mirror match or it could be Roach. Going second though kind of sucks. Like if it's against Roach, we really want to go first to just keep putting pressure on. Could possibly keep the Luxglaive, but the other 2 cards in my hand are not ideal, so let's throw it all back. With this Fertile Aether, we could actually hold on to and not play it on turn 1 in case we want to like use it for an extra card count for something like the Ghastly Treant. Or on turn 3 we could just go Tree plus Avatar if my Pathfinder is not destroyed. So yeah, let's just play it. I think playing it now gives me a bit more flexibility than holding it for an extra card count for something like the Treant. Okay, so it should be a mirror match. I think going second is better for us then because we get an extra evil, so we technically do better in the long game if we're playing for value. But he could also maybe just smork me. let's also play our avatar. Question is, do I want to play a fairy here? Because if I play, it's understandable hold a fairy to keep like for combos, but we do have a lot of cheap cards in our hand right now, and we have the Wellspring Princess as well. So I think playing one fairy is fine here. Like we probably do want to keep two fairies in our hand, but next turn we're almost always evolving the Elf Princess. We're going to be adding a bunch of cards into our hand, so maybe hand space might be an issue. So I think playing the fairy is correct here. Uses up all of our play points, keep our hand count in check. Maybe get some poke damage in or some better trades. So this is why he wanted to keep the fairies, I guess. Oh, but he had two. This is so strong for him now. We do have double Airbound Barrage at least. But that's a yikes for me, dog. What do I want to remove here? I guess the Blossom Spirits are definitely a priority. So I could trade a 4/4 in, Barrage 1, Barrage another fairy. Also, if I play this Fairy Whistle again, I get a May. And I could just play the May over the Barrage. So maybe that's a bit better. Yeah, I think I like having the May out instead of using the Barrage. Barrage keeps me a bit more flexible. May is like, there's some restrictions, like I have to play 4 cards to get her out, or 4 cards to use her fanfare. Latika. This is really tough. Like I need a Latika as well, and my Latika is not even good because it just cleans up the board. I think we just do it though. What other thing can we do? We can't clear this otherwise. We could play like the Luxclave Bale, evolve it to trade. Then I have to use Airbound Barrage. It uses so many resources. It resets my Luxclave. I mean, this is still fine for us. But again, we give back the initiative to him, but his previous turn was just so strong, like that just gave him the lead. He's gonna have to lead for a while until we have some kind of comeback turn with maybe like a Bale. This Blossom Spirit's pretty good, I think. This is like a decent turn. Like, it looks very strong on board, but you might have like easy ways to deal with it. I guess this deck doesn't have like AoEs, so there's that. You have to use 4 mana, you send him packing too, so I guess with send him packing, then yeah, okay, this is pretty good. Very strong turn for him. We do have something that's left onto the board though, so at least that's nice. We could probably use like the maze somehow this turn and get a full clear. Can we like somehow use the May plus the Airbound Barrage to bounce back the May? I almost had a strong turn with the Latika, like Latika, Lux, the Bale, and the May, but we can't get it down. We can only get up to 3 play. I don't want my Latica to be damaged to 3 health, that's the thing. We'll go for this. Yeah, if I went for the Latica this turn, I can't get that and a May. So my Latica would have to trade into his Confectioner, putting it at 3 health. So it just dies easily to an Airbound Barrage. So I'm trying to avoid that situation. We didn't get to Airbound Barrage back to May though. Like, that's something I would want to do to keep clearing. He somehow has like a lot of card advantage over me. I'm not sure how that happened. Oh yeah, because he played a Confectioner. So he got 2 extra draws from that. Hopefully this May doesn't just clear my board here. If it doesn't hit the bail, that'd be nice. The Irene's so good here. He got back to drew 2 Irenes, just really good. Just keep clearing all my stuff. Okay, Okami I could play next turn. Start off with a Great Tree. So on turn 9 I could go double fairy plus Omi. The thing is he could also do that next turn. Oh, okay, he's only getting 1. Oh no, he could pop the tree back, okay, right. And you could just play the fairy again to trade here. I also need to play a fairy, so I guess I bounce back to a tree and Great Tree. I wonder if I should take the value trades. I think we're behind, so we can't just send everything face here, especially with this hand. So maybe I think we just try. We have to go for outvalue, since we were on the draw, and then hopefully he just like somehow we get him to. Okay, he had the Fertile Aether to draw too. Yeah, he's just drawing so many more cards than me at the moment. It's kind of hard to outvalue him when he has this much card draw. So we have to kind of top deck into some value as well. So turn 10, what is this doing to me? Okay, +1 to everything. Oh wow, he's playing. Okay, so his deck was playing 3 mains. Okay, send him packing with Irene. That's a good draw. I wonder if I should Airbound Barrage the Irene. Don't think we need to. We'll just play the tree, I guess. I'll leave that fairy up. I don't think this is worth using my Evo point. Doesn't have any more fairies left in his hand. Probably uses the send him. He could use the send him packing here as well. Okay. Drew an air confectioner. Like, the difference in our deck size. Like, he drew 8 more cards than me. Pretty rough. I think we're pretty all in at this point, right? Go for 5 here. Like, I don't think there's any point in trading and putting 5 damage in there. Double Bale is pretty nice, but like that's all we have left. They're pretty much just 4/4s. Like we could probably play both of them in one turn, but not doing much. He's got a full hand too. I need a Fertile either. I think we played all of our... No, we still have one more Ladika, but... Ladika's not really going to do much left in this game. Like, what else could give me value? Like, if we draw another Love, and these go down where I could play Double Bale plus Love, then it's like, that's like a pretty good swingy turn. But maybe he can't deal with this. If he can't deal with this and we draw like an Okami, maybe it could be good. What turn is it? Doesn't say. Double air ground. Okay, we actually drew into an Okami. Okami is a really good draw. Maybe we could come back here. I might not want this tree just for board space. So we could hold the tree in our hand, I think. Like, if he doesn't have an Air Okami, he can't really deal with his board. He used so many... What has he used already? He used all of his maze. He used 2 Irene, so he might have a 3rd Irene, which could be really good on my board. Doesn't have any Saiyan Packings in his hand. But he only played 1 Okami, so if there's 2 Saiyan in his deck, that's pretty unlucky for him. I don't think we can make it to the point where he decks out into fatigue, because being at 9 and he has like the Shiva going. Last turn he got... I can't remember what turn it is now. But we're taking at least 8 more damage with the Shiva effect. Oh, we might be dead. This might be hitting... the Shiva might be hitting us before. Actually, I think if he went... Oh, okay, he was getting the +1. Okay, we might actually win. We could actually win now. Like, he still needs a Okami. An Okami would be really good because he could probably clear everything. But if he doesn't draw into an Okami, or if he doesn't have, like, I think he has like a fairy that he could drop with the tree to get the full value. He hasn't played any of these blades either. Okay, there. Okay, he doesn't have an Okami, so he's just playing dudes, I guess. Did we somehow win this? Wow, we somehow won that. I think if he had one face, he definitely could have won. With the Miracle of Loves. Rune, or I guess it could be Machina Rune. Both aren't that great, so I think we should be able to be favored in this matchup. Not with this opening hand though. Double Barrage was better than double Okami start. We're gonna have to just top deck our way. We have something to do on turn 2 at least, but this is really not what you want to play on turn 2. Is it better to hold it though? Probably not, because we're going first. We just want to play something on turn 2. Have initiative. We just play it. Like, we have Miracle of Love next turn as well. Rune on 2 can't deal with this anyways. Robo Goblin. Okay, so it is probably a Machina rune. Okay, we could use the Aether to play a tree. No, it's not good this turn. Let's just play the... We'll get the ward out. The Aether could have gave me a tree to trigger my Blossom Spirit, but then it uses like my whole turn. I can't use the Airbound Barrage effectively. Like, Machina Rune can't really do much against this Gentle Forest Beauty right now. Next turn though, if he has a Tetra, it's like really good. It's really, I don't know how we come back from the Tetra actually. Probably have to save the Airbound Barrage. Just do some trades. I'm gonna save the Fertile Aether because he could just give me combo pieces for next turn, because it recovers the 1 play point. This is like a really slow start. For Machina Rune, this is what they needed, because Machina Rune is actually kind of slow, but once they get going, once they pop off, it's kind of hard to beat. He doesn't have a Tetra this turn though, at least. I mean, it's not like we have anything good this turn though. Like, Latika doesn't actually get any effects. Okay, interesting. Okay, we drew. That's not bad. Do we go for the 50-50? I don't think we could go for the 50-50. I want to recover the Confectioner because this hand's really bad. I don't think we have to risk the 50-50 here to just get completely wiped out. Probably want to try to keep the Fairy Wisp for my Omni on 7, because we could just drop Fairy Wisp, and then with the Great Tree on the board, our Omni gets the full value. Very weak turn for him. He could probably take the 4 damage. Okay, he's going to use his Evo. That's fine. Both of us have like pretty bad opening hands. Do I just drop the Shiva this turn? I could even evolve it to make it 7-7. And then how does Machina deal with a 7-7? Right now, how many? 6 Machinas have died, so like Technolord wouldn't be able to deal with it, technically. So I actually kind of like this Evo here. It doesn't look that great, like I think a lot of people would just save this Evo, but he only has 6 Machinas destroyed, so Technolord doesn't kill the Shiva. And stuff like if he plays Sorcerer or Tetra, I guess Tetra could kill it, but we've seen that he didn't have one, but he drew into it. I mean, it still takes his whole turn, and then now I get to play Omni. And I think He shouldn't get the Delta Cannon back in his hand because he's only playing 3 Machina cards this turn. So denying the return of the Delta Cannon is good. Okay, he had a repair mode, right? Here we're definitely just going for the Omni, I think. We burn a card if we don't play this Fairy Wisp, but I think we're fine with that. Like, we have Confectioner. Like, we really don't care about burning our card because my turn 8 again is just going to be playing like Fairy Wisp plus like Fairy and then Omni. Just back-to-back Omni turns. Like, he doesn't have the Macabook Sorcerer, so it should be pretty hard for him to deal with these boards. Again, like Technolord doing 7 can't clear everything. Of course it is Machina Rune, so like they could have like very powerful clears if they have the right hand for it. It's only doing 7, so something's going to stick. Just going to concede, sure.